Tango with the Rango. I actually only said that because I don't have a little catchy opening for this movie, really. Rango. Rango tells a story of Johnny Depp, who's a chameleon or lizard. He's a reptile. And one day he's on a vacation or in a car with his owners, and they hit a little bump, which is actually an animal, and he goes flying out. And now he's trapped in the desert. Finds a town, and he becomes sheriff, and he's going to find water, because this town is called Dirt, and they do not have any water. Their water supply gets stolen. So he tells the townspeople that he's going to get the water back. So that's the storyline. Just begin with all the voice acting in Rango. It was really good, especially Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp really fit the character of Rango, and it was perfect, really. He just kind of suits the character, and everyone else is just fine. The CGI in Rango is unbelievable. Probably one of the best I've seen. Now, I mean, I've been hearing that it's compared with Owls of Ga'Hoole, Legend of Guardians, but I did not see that movie, so I wouldn't know. Especially with the humans. The humans had so much detail, even more than the the reptiles and amphibians and stuff. Way more detail on the humans, and they only had a small part in this movie. It was freaking just amazing how well the CGI was. I don't know if everyone caught it, but near the end of the movie, it's not a big spoiler, but Rango is dreaming and he runs into this guy. Clint Eastwood collection containing these movies. Fistful of Dollars for a few dollars more, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and Hang 'em High. Three of those four movies are the Man with No Name trilogy, and those are some of my favorite movies. They're really good Western movies. Man with No Name trilogy, just very good. And at the end of Rango, kind of near the end, like 30 minutes near the end, he shows up. It's not Clint Eastwood, though. It's like a little CGI person of him, but it's not his voice or anything. But it's really cool. That was really cool to see that. One thing I'd like to point out is Hans Zimmer, who did the soundtrack for this, is, it's great. Hans Zimmer always, whatever music he does with a movie, it's great. And you saw Inception. Great. Really, the only flaws I had were really at the beginning it dragged on. Like, it could have, I don't know, went shorter a little bit, because it was a little boring near the beginning. It doesn't get interesting till he enters the town. It isn't exactly a flaw. Partly it is because some of the humor is kind of toilet humor, kind of, a lot of the time, and I just don't like that. But is this movie really intended for kids? Because, I mean, it's PG, so it's kind of aimed at kids near the age of, like, I don't know, 4 to 10, I guess. I mean, some of the jokes, like, it's really not for kids. Like, they curse. Some parts of the movie is really dark. Like, they do sexual references. I was like, geez, kids are supposed to be understanding this? It's crazy. But, I mean, some parts you're really convinced that it's not for kids. But it really is. Overall, Rango is a very good movie. It's definitely one of the better ones of 2011 so far, but we're only in March. It deserves a 4 out of 5 from me. Next week is Battle Los Angeles.